Hey guys, Brian here, and Bailey. We're in the room in which he sometimes sleeps, and sometimes I do too. But thought I'd do a little update on you on a prep multi-use video on getting ready to move the boring mill. I've been acquiring some more goodies for that, and I'm going to show you that. And also a couple of books I've run across recently. Maybe that'd be of interest to you. If you're looking for machining content, just go ahead and click out this video because there isn't any. So let's get to it. So as you can see here in front of me, we've got a nice new chain sling. I've bought 2 of these with the adjustable hooks on them to use for being able to level the straps for moving the boring mill to make it nice and square, and I can do a lot of adjusting on these. And since I got 4 chains, I can adjust all 4 corners to get it to pick up level. And it's got the strap hooks on it, which have wide jaws in the bottom of them. And it's all new and certified. So should be good and safe. Try and do this without any accidents this time. When you think it'd be good, Bailey? Yeah, he thinks it's good. In other news, I picked up this Madison grinder book. Got lots of good information in here. Shows their plant in Rockford, Illinois. Out there, Mr. Pete type country. I don't imagine this building's there anymore. I'm sure it's probably been torn down and they put a Chuck E. Cheese or something up. But pretty cool. I like these old books to see stuff like that. You can see they made some pretty good sized grinders there, up to 192 inches and 36 inches wide. It'd be a big enough one to do the table on my mill on. See the nice X-brace bottom there to keep it rigid. Reduce the amount of flex. They describe it as massive. Hydraulic drive. Got a nice scraped surface there with the Z-lube feature. It's a good way to get your oil spread across the surface. My Thompson's similar to that with the motor and the ram. Built-in coolant pump. On the wheel dresser. Special tools. Classic controls. This is what I usually see in my machines when you open a cabinet or something about like that. Lack of circuit boards. Dust collector in case you want to dry grind. Nice big magnetic chucks. I haven't ever seen one like that with a swivel. That'd be pretty cool if you could grind and then it would actually accurately indicate to 90 and you could turn it on this without having to unclamp it and clean it. That'd be pretty handy. But like, I've not ever seen a chuck like that. Motor generator set. That's why I need to run my drill. Or at least it's an option. Got some examples of their work. Grinding a whole bunch of parts at one time. Pretty common on these big grinders to just set them up and do multiples of the same thing in one pass. Make you a bunch of parallels or whatever. There might be a Monarch EE sitting on there. That's not really, but you get the idea. These bigger machines can do stuff like that. Yeah, it's a pretty good size one there. 36 inch by 24 by 192 work envelope. Weighs in at 65,000 pounds. Be more than a semi-load there, or a special permit probably. At least on my truck it would be. No, it's old. Look at the telephone number. Then I got this one here picked up. It's a Airco gas regulator book. They're known for making all kinds of regulators. But in particular this regulator, the 2-stage, which is supposed to be one of the best regulators you can get. It has very flat delivery even as your tank pressure drops. But this isn't as interesting, I don't think, as the other book. It's neat to see this old stuff though. It's pretty components. More good data charts. The reason why I have this book though is because the regulators on my torch set are the same ones. So this is off my big set of tanks that I haven't moved down into the barn. But it's the regulator. I really like those old gauges with the glass faces. They're super clear. Just gotta be sure not to bash them against something because they will break. Of course the plastic ones break too, so I don't know, there's a lot of savings there, but I'm sure it's a lot cheaper to make them plastic than it is beveled glass. But it's been a good regulator. That thing's probably 50 years old. Still works. So that's it for my show and tell. I'm not going to bore you with anything else on this video. I will say it's kind of been popular to do shout outs here lately to other YouTube subscribers. I'm not going to do that exactly, but in case you're not familiar, there is a feature on YouTube where there is related channels listed. So if you go to the home page or click on About on my channel, it should bring up a column on the right hand side of featured channels, and I've tried to get all the YouTube Machinist group into that on there. So if you want to go over there and look and see who all I'm subscribed to, then the machining community, I've tried to get them all over there, so you can go over there and click around and check them out. There's a lot of good smaller ones on there. Most everybody knows the big guys like A-Bomb and the Two Keys and Tom and those guys that are, you know, way up there in the subscriber group. But there's some small groups out there too that are really good, like Solid Rock Machine. He's got a lot of good stuff there on grinding, just like Stan does, which Stan's channel's not near as big as it probably should be either, I don't think. But hey, you know, it is what it is. And also, I gotta give a shout out to Edge Precision, because the other day he put up a video that I thought was the coolest thing, because he was using a lathe dog and it broke on him. So he went home and fired up his forge in his garage and took his power hammer, you know, just common things that most people have in their garage, and just forged out a new lathe dog. So I gotta hand it to him on that. Not many people have the equipment or the ability to just go forwards their own tooling to use in the shop. So I thought that was pretty cool. So if you think so too, go check it out if you haven't already seen it. Bailey obviously is doing his thing back there, so it won't be long. I should too, probably. It's already way past dark and been a long day. So thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing. I'll catch y'all later. I think I forgot a piece. I also got these rail clips in, managed to find someone making those. Obviously surface finish is not a critical thing to people making rail clips, but you know, it's going to do the job. So this is another thing I need to go with these so I can finish out the bridge on that far end and get ready to move the mill as soon as it gets not muddy enough for me to get it up to the building.